Who's that?
This is Frank.
Oh, Frank, hi.
Yeah, I sent a text message as well, but can you go through the process on the screen about setting up a class with individual students on a network version?
Yeah, okay.
You might want to start sharing your screen again, Andrew. I'll mute everybody while you're doing that.
I'm going to open up the program here. Okay, so I'm going to log in first. Okay. Okay, so we're going to create a class, add a group. All right, new class. Okay. Now we're going to go to user maintenance, and we're going to go to group. We're going to select new class, and we're going to go to add user, and we're going to start and we're going to put in his password. And then I could basically fill in his email and middle name and all that stuff, his address, what country, USA, and English. And also, this is where you can put in the grade limit as well. So you could put various grade limits or the passing grade. These are anywhere from, 50 up to 100. Or you could just leave it as is. So I'm basically going to say OK and put Eric in this new class that I just set up. Okay? And if I go to log out, and I go to group, and I'll select new class, and you can see Eric is in that new class that I just set up, and his password was Eric, and then I log in as that. So that's how I create a new group, and that's how I add users to that group, and then they can just go in and log in and access the lessons from there. Did that answer your question, Frank?
Oh, let me just unmute him. Hang on.
Yes, it did. My next question is, how easy is it to take Sibelius or Finale files and put them into your program? I mean, do you have to save them as a GIF file?
Oh, yes. Okay, so let me log back in as the administrator so I can show you that part of the system. Okay, so basically, what you're going to do is you're going to come over to customize lessons. Okay, yeah, okay. I think we're going to show a term maybe. That would be better. So if you wanted to add a term, basically you need to save the visual as a GIF file, and you need to save the spoken audio as an MP3 file, and also the actual audio example as an MP3 file. And then you can just import them into the program. Was that your question?
Yes, I think so. I'm not quite sure how to do it from the actual Sibelius or Finale program, how to isolate just a small example, but I'm learning that as I go.
I can show you that, Frank, if you're a Sibelius person. Remind me, and I can show you that in the Sibelius session if you're attending.
I'm not able to get into that one because that way was full when I got there.
Oh, shoot me an email then, robin.h@soundtree. I'll show you how to do that.
Okay, thank you.
And Frank, so this is related to the terms. You create all those elements, however you figure out how to do that in Sibelius, and then you can import them into the program. But once again, in the customized lessons, you can import them here as well and add them to your various libraries. So this is the movie library, the image library, the audio library, the text library, and you just, these are SWF files, which are movie files, Flash movies. These are JPEG files for images. These are the MP3 files for the audio, and the text are just regular text files.
Okay. One other question I have, if I can.
Sure.
Is I work at two schools, the high school and the middle school, and we have a computer lab at the middle school, but we have computers in our high school band room. They are all, the subscription is on the network. Can I use those 5 subscriptions on the middle school computers during the last half of the day and then still be able to access them on the first part of the day at the high school?
Yes.
Okay.
The important thing to remember is the simultaneous users. You're buying a license for X number of simultaneous users. As I said, the program comes with 5 simultaneous users, but you can buy more. The most important thing is it's going to keep track of how many people are logged in at the same time. So say you buy 5 simultaneous users and you've got 5 at the middle school and you want to have 1 at the high school using it. That's not going to work because they're going to be accessing it at the same time. But if they're accessing it at different times and you're still within the simultaneous user limit, then you're fine.
Perfect. Thank you.
Sure. Any other questions? I'm going to pull up.
Lots of noise in the background, Andrew.
This is actually the PDF that you can download. I sent you guys the link that's on Alfred's website. But this is a description of all the pricing, the features that are included in each, and this will also have the other elements, the books and the games and the software, the reproducible sheets. We also have Essentials of Jazz Theory, which is written by Shelley Berg. He was the past president of IAJE, and he's now Dean of the School of Music at the University of Miami. And basically after completing level 3 of Essentials of Music Theory, they can start taking Jazz Theory. We also have Alfred's Interactive Musician, which is a great drilling program for pitch training and rhythm and sight reading. It's available on multiple levels, so you can take it from the most basic level to really advanced for students. So you should check that out. Theory games has been correlated with our Alfred's Basic Piano Library, but it can be used by any student. There's a lot of graphical elements. You see there's a lot of fun, cute games for kids here. And we have the Morton Subotnick Creating Music series, which is great. As you know, Morton Subotnick is a world-class contemporary composer. He's actually been doing his new opera in Berlin just recently. He's there right now. And this is just basically taking how you would paint. You sit on a canvas and you paint different things. This kind of applies that to music. Let's just explore. Forget about like learning all the terms and all that stuff. Let's just explore the concept of just hearing how music sounds in different ways and exploring it on different instruments and it's really fun. There's like a pitch canvas and stuff. So that's available as playing, hearing, making more music, and world of music. We also have the Theory for Young Musicians, which is another good program written by very respected authors, and we have Practical Theory as well, is another great program. And Materials of Western Music, we have some great reference guides, Essentials of Music Notation. This orchestration book is fantastic in terms of really understanding all the instruments and ranges and ways to orchestrate for all the different instruments, and then various dictionaries as well. And we distribute to music stores the Complete Idiot Guide. So we have music composition, music history. They're actually very good books because they're written by music people, even though it's called the Complete Idiot's Guide. But they're really good reference tools. And then we have reproducible resources, classroom resources like games and quizzes. And very excited about the Alfred's Music Tech series for Music Labs. This was authored by some of the leaders in music technology, Floyd Richmond from Valley Forge Christian College, and Tom Rudolph, the past president of Time, and Lee Whitmore with Avid, and Stephanie Lango from Berklee School of Music. And that's available for keyboard and music production, sequencing music production, and composing music with notation. Another couple good tools here, integrating technology with music instruction, Greg Foreman and Kyle Pace. And Mr. Zig's Literacy, Music, and Technology Connection. You can check that out. We have some Pro Audio series, step-by-step DVDs for Cubase and Sonar and GarageBand and Pro Tools and Logic. They're $19.95, but the DVDs are really good tools. And then we also have Alfred Sound Innovations, which I was talking about, the beginning jam method and string method, where it's available as a standard edition, but you also have the ability to go and customize the pedagogy. In example, the starting key or the rhythm value, or you can go in and you can replace songs, and you can add enrichments and make your book bigger, smaller. Go to alfred.com/soundinnovations to learn more about that, but it's been hugely popular with a lot of directors. And it's also available on Smart Music. I think